Good morning, everyone. I hope this video finds you in good health. Myself, I'm doing fine. Uh, Weather is good. We thank God for that. Uh, I comment today banks on two things that are actually happening in the country. One of them being how the president and his brigade, in their normal entries and seeking public validation, they are doing their thing on blaming Kenyatta. This is particularly Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the former president. My take on this includes one, there is maybe something that the two gentlemen knows or the two groups knows, that is Ruto group and Uhuru's group. Two, it could be just a continuation or of what people like Babu Owino called a long con game. That said, given that, let's see what danger could the president portend for the government. He's been president for 10 years, he has connections, he's a prince. But my take is that Ruto is just seeking excuses for his administrative shortcomings. One of the shortcomings is to failure to achieve his manifesto in the promised timeline. But should that be the case, why should he keep on telling Kenyans who know more than truth as far as that is concerned? If you ask me, President Ruto is just a brilliant man. His brilliance is telling him what Professor Makau Mutua would call the crystal ball. Is telling him that it is good to keep on telling these people that this country has come to this dead head economically, courtesy of Uhuru Kenyatta misleadership. But how sustainable is that? I think asking these questions informs you better, and as you go on and comparing notes from various quarters will tell you what could be portended by and in this particular brawl. The government and Ruto seems to find it easy to blame Uhuru, since Uhuru has an historical name. You can't talk about Mount Kenya without Kenyatta. Kenyatta the person, Kenyatta the name. You cannot talk about Kenya minus Kenyatta, and Ruto, being an overly ambitious person, unbridled ambitious person, he will like to have his name etched like that of Kenyatta, if not more. And this will not be easy as long as Kenyatta the second is breathing around with some political stranglehold, especially on Jubilee. Number two, this blame could be Deputy President's fodder for his accession to being the Mount Kenya spokesperson and kingpin. He is therefore using Kega, as I opined in this channel sometime in the past, that he is using Kanini Kega, Sabina Chege, small politicians for that matter, to otherness and make Kenyatta's and Kihoni's, Murare's to appear as Mount Kenya enemies of progress, as the guys have been around for some time. Gachagua, who presents himself as the new wineskin for the new wine, for the new Kenya, for the new politics, politics which have been brought around by Ruto seems to be working to inherit Kenyatta, and blaming Kenyatta on everything will just cannibalize Mount Kenya towards Uhuru Kenyatta, and therefore they will have no option other than following what Gachagua is saying. Gachagua should work, politically speaking and politically relevant. He must do something to appease Mount Kenya and ensure that he comes to the 2027 merger with Ruto with some proper backing, a block with numbers. That's my take. I don't know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Just ensure that you subscribe and of course share, and we keep on these conversations every time we are here, whole day, every time. Thank you so much, guys. Keep on commenting. Asanteni sana.